Hi guys, it's Tree here. I just wanted to share with you my 10 frugal food staples to help you save money. So the first one is rice. Rice. I absolutely love rice. I would eat rice every day. If I could eat it for every meal, I would. I just absolutely love rice. I don't care if it's brown rice, white rice, borio rice, rice pudding, anything rice. I love it in stir fries. I love it with egg fried rice, or well, for me, for a vegan substitute, egg. But anyway, yeah, I love it in stir fries, egg fried rice. I love it to use it in stuffing peppers, everything. Accompaniment to like meat dishes or curries or anything like that. The reason why it is a frugal food staple, a good frugal food staple, should I say, it's cheap, it's easy to cook, and you can make some lovely, and tasty, delicious meals with it. Oh, and desserts as well. So one of the things you can use to do rice that will help you save your money is you could, first of all, if you've overcooked on your rice with your main meal and you've got some left over, do not throw it away. Allow it to cool quickly, and then immediately, once it's cooled quickly, pop it into the freezer. Now, that rule may somewhere have changed on the internet, and the rules of health and safety, hygiene, whatever. I can't guarantee that's correct, but that's how I do it, because that's how I was taught many years ago when I did my food tech course at school. So that's how I do it, and I've not had a problem with it ever. So don't waste your rice once you've cooked it. Freeze it, but freeze it quickly once it's cooled down quickly. Another reason why I love rice, and it's a really good frugal food staple, is you can make so many delicious recipes. So obviously you can have it as an accompaniment to things like chilies, 3-bean chili, burritos. You can have it, as like I said before, stuffed in peppers. You can make an egg stir fry with it, an egg fried rice. You can have it in the stir fry. You can have it with the stir fry. So it's a good filler. So then that way you don't need so much of, say, the curry or the chili. You can have more of the rice. Now I buy my rice in big 4-kilo bags, and I always buy them when they're on sale. I do not ever buy them at full price. And I buy the one we like to eat most of is the basmati rice, and it's usually £6 for 4 kilos. Now I will never buy it at £6 a kilo. I will always buy it at £4, but I recently, and I did show you in a previous video, that I managed to get each bag for £3 at Tesco, which is a really good saving on the rice. So I got a few of those, and I've got a store of rice, so that I've always got a big bag of rice to go to. But like I say, another thing you can do with rice is you can make risottos. You can have rice pudding. Oh, rice pudding is delicious, absolutely lovely. Not just with normal milk, you can make it with coconut milk, or, oh my goodness, coconut milk. If you use a tinned coconut milk, that is, it's beautiful. So coconut rice pudding is fantastic. Maybe you could, well, I also like that sometimes with a little bit of lime on top. If you've got a lime going spare, that is really tasty. So there's some really good reasons why rice is a good frugal food, and what you can do with it. Another frugal food is potatoes. Yep, the good old spud. Obviously, the good old spud is cheap, especially when it's in season. There's so many different varieties of potatoes, and you can do different things with the different types of potatoes. But of course, you can mash potato, boil potato, roast potato, saute potatoes, chip potatoes. What else can you do with potatoes? You can, did I say saute? Yes, saute potatoes, fry potatoes. Did I say fried potatoes? Yeah, fried potatoes. Did I say roast? I don't know. There's so much you can do with potatoes. You can make hash browns out of potatoes. You can make rosti Rosties, that's it, Rosties, like little potato pancake things. You could make, potato pancakes. They're gorgeous, potato pancakes. Have you ever had potato pancakes? Brilliant. So there's so much you can do with potatoes, and they are all just as a side dish to the main meal. But with potatoes, you can also have them in with the meal. So like as a main meal, so like jacket potato, baked potato with your putting your cheese on top, baked beans, whatever it is that you like to put on the top of your potato. That would be a really good frugal food and an excellent money-saving meal. Oh, and don't forget, potatoes are really filling and they are really full of nutrition. So I will say, obviously, this channel's not about nutrition, but a lot of these things that I'm suggesting to you with these frugal foods goes without saying. Rice, and I'm going to say pasta in a minute, and potatoes, and fruits and veg is going to come up in a minute. So they're all full of good nutrients and vitamins and minerals and everything that you need. Okay. But anyway, so the next one is pasta. Pasta, I buy pasta in the huge 3 kilogram bags when I buy the little sparkly ones. I can't remember what the name is. Is it fusilli, something like that? I'm not into pasta names. I just know it's that shape and it's spaghetti. Spaghetti's the only one I know, other than it's this shape. But anyway, pasta, whatever sort of pasta you're after, it is fairly cheap and it's a good filler. And I like with all the others, the rice and the potato, sorry. It's a good side dish, but you can also make some excellent meals with pasta. So pasta, like I say, I buy the big 3 kilo bags for just under £3, sorry. And with that, it lasts quite a while with my family. We like pasta, but we're not massive pasta fans. We're more of a rice and potato family. But with the pasta, to make it as a meal, I like to cook for the family. So a chicken and vegetable pasta bake, or you can have sweet corn and tuna pasta with some mayonnaise, mixed in with some herbs, a garlic powder, onions, whatever. I like to do for myself pasta with roasted vegetables. That is absolutely scrummy. You could quite simply just do some spaghetti with some garlic and butter just served over that. And now that is a really cheap meal, but it is absolutely delicious. So don't forget, there's other meals that you can cook with the pasta. You can make macaroni cheese. You can also add it along with your spaghetti bolognese. You can put it in a lasagna. There is so much you can do with pasta. So I would recommend pasta as a good, cheap, filling way to help stretch your pennies. And it's a good food, a frugal food staple. I'm having trouble saying that at the moment, frugal food staple. And so number 4 is beans. And when I talk about beans, I'm not just talking about tins of baked beans. I'm actually talking about dried beans. So I know beans can take a while to get prepared and ready to be able to use and put in your recipe, because you need to soak them for like 8, maybe 12 hours overnight or during a period of time. You need to wash them thoroughly, and then you need to boil them rapidly for a certain period of time and then simmer for maybe 2 hours or so. The instructions are always going to be on the packet. You can never go wrong, but you need to do this to make them safe to eat. So once you've got past that initial stage of preparation for your beans, then you can make some absolutely fantastic recipes. So like I say, you can have a chili, and you can put in your kidney beans or whatever choice of beans that you like to use. Obviously, we like to put kidney beans in. Sometimes if I run out of kidney beans, I will put borlotti beans or haricot beans. Anything, it doesn't really matter. It's lovely, it's tasty, it's filling, and it's a frugal food. You can also do like a 3-bean chili if you don't want to eat meat, or you don't eat meat. You could make refried beans. There's so many different beans. So like I say, there's kidney beans, there's borlotti beans, there's pinto beans. What else sort of beans are there? There's haricot beans. There are just so many that you can use to put in with your cooking. Oh, chickpeas. I'm adding chickpeas in with this. I don't know if I should, because I'm going to come up with lentils in a minute. Should that have gone in with lentils? I don't know. Anyway, I'm adding it in with the beans. I'm risking it. But chickpeas, what can you do with that? You can make a sweet potato and chickpea falafels, and then be able to show you how I make those. They're absolutely gorgeous. But apart from that, with chickpeas, you can make your own hummus. That is really delicious. Chickpeas, you can make a curry with chickpeas. Absolutely fantastic. So there's so much, and there's loads of recipes on the internet of how you can use up beans and include them in your menu when you do your meal plans to help you save money on your grocery shopping. So they are a fantastic frugal food. So I mentioned just a minute ago lentils. So with lentils, there's several types of lentils you can get. You can get red lentils, green lentils, you've got the yellow lentils. Yellow lentils, I call them yellow, but I actually think they're more of a split pea type thing, which, if I'm right in saying, I think they're like a chickpea, something to do with chickpeas. I might be slightly wrong there. Don't quote me on that one. But anyway, you can get poi lentils as well. So with lentils, you could have them as a side dish. Now, I like to do lentils with a side dish with garlic and lemon and some herbs. It varies what I've got in my store cupboard with the herbs, but my favourite is actually thyme. I do like thyme with that. So with some lemon and salt and pepper and some garlic. If you haven't got garlic, I like to put garlic powder in there sometimes for a quickness. And that is once they're cooked, and then I put that all, fry that up in a pan very quickly. That is an absolutely delicious side dish to go with your main meal. But also with your lentils, you can have them instead of a meat. So you could use it instead of like your minced beef, ground beef, whatever you want to say, to make a lasagna or a spaghetti bolognese, or as in your chili con carne, or in your if you're having tacos, burritos, whatever it is you're having, you can use lentils instead. I also like to when I make my family a shepherd's pie, sometimes I like to make myself a shepherdess pie, and I have got a recipe for that on my website. I will actually leave a link for that down below so that you can see the recipe and how I make my own shepherdess pie. And also with the yellow lentils, you can make a lovely dal with that, and that is absolutely fantastic. So it's like a curry flavour type meal. You can have that. That is going to go absolutely fantastic with rice. So that whole meal would be a really good frugal meal. So I think we've got to number 6 here of my 10 frugal food staples. So number 6 is grains. So when I say grains, I'm talking about couscous, quinoa, pearl barley, and that sort of thing. So you could have them as a side dish, so instead of like a pasta or a rice, but you could also have them, include them in your meal. So with the pearl barley, you could put them in stews and soups. Oh, stews and soups, I've just mentioned that. You can do that with the beans as well. Put beans in your stews and soups. And while I just remembered, with beans, you can make your own baked beans, or you could just make Boston baked beans. So like I say, the grains you could have like as a side dish, but also add into like your stews and soups. You could have them mix them into a salad, so you could have like a bean salad. That would be absolutely lovely. And if you are a meat eater, then you could add some bacon in with that, some nice crispy bacon with your salad and your beans. Mix it all up, and that would be absolutely fantastic with your dressing of choice. So anyway, with the grains, you can buy the grains really cheaply. They're so cheap. And I'm now going to go to a tin food. I know it's a tin food, but I use these quite regularly, and I find that tin tomatoes are an excellent frugal food staple. So with the tomatoes, I just use the tin tomatoes, which you can buy if you're buying the basic brands. You can use them in anything. You can use them in stews, soups. You can use them to make a tomato-based sauce. You can use them in like your pasta dishes. So for like chili con carne or spaghetti bolognese, anything that you'd want a tomato-y background to it, I absolutely love it. So that's why I use the tin tomatoes. But I'm going to let you in on one of my favourite foods, and that's tomatoes. I love fresh tomatoes. I absolutely love tin tomatoes on toast. I know, I don't know, my husband doesn't get it. He thinks it's absolutely disgusting. But I love tin tomatoes on top of the toast with a sprinkling of salt, and that is a fantastic lunch or breakfast, or even if you just want a really quick light tea, dinner, whatever, you're not feeling particularly hungry. I absolutely love that. I know. I'm weird, but I do like that. Always have, even as a child. So I'm on to number 8 now, and my 8th frugal food staple would be eggs. I don't eat eggs, but eggs are an excellent food staple. Now, I've recently seen on my travels in the countryside near me that a local is selling eggs, 2 dozen eggs for £2. Now, I actually went there earlier on today to see if I could get some, but actually he wasn't in. But I will be going back to get some more, because if I can get 2 dozen eggs for £2, free range eggs from his garden, or his like little small holding I think he's got, that is excellent deal, really cheap. So I'm going to be giving that a go, see how I get on there. But you know, eggs are an excellent way to save money. You can actually make some fantastic main meals with them. So you can make egg curry, you can make egg mornay, which is like a cheese base over top of boiled eggs, and you could serve that with mashed potatoes or chips, whatever you want to do, and some vegetables, peas, carrots, whatever it is that takes your fancy. So yeah, so there's those, but you can also scrambled eggs, there's boiled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs. There's just so many things you can do with eggs. You can add them to your baking recipes. They're excellent in your cakes. Although I will say very quickly, if you run out of eggs, you could always use other things to substitute as an eggs. And one of them is in my banana video about 10 ways to use up bananas that are ripe. Is you can use half a banana, about half to 1 banana per egg in your, if you're going to make a sweet cake, use 1 to half a banana instead of 1 egg. This as a substitute if you run out of eggs. As aside from that, I'll leave that link to that video down below, so if you just want to go and check that out. But anyway, back onto eggs and not bananas. So with the eggs, you can also use them with the rice and make egg fried rice. That would be absolutely fantastic. You could have that as a side dish with a stir fry, or as a meal. That would be brilliant. You could add some chicken in there. That would be lovely, or some pork, tofu, if that's what you want. So there's a lot of things that you can do with eggs, and if you can get them cheaply, like I'm hoping to get them cheaply, I'm going to go and investigate that farm tomorrow again and see if I can get 2 dozen eggs for £2. That would be absolutely brilliant. And if I can get them regularly, that would be fantastic. So my number 9 on my 10 frugal food staples list is for oats. Oats are absolutely fantastic way to get a really cheap, quick and easy breakfast on the table. I love to soak my oats overnight, either in milk or water, whatever I fancy that at that time. I've done both. I find if you soak them overnight in whatever you're going to use, it helps to soften them up, and they do cook a little bit quicker, and I find that they are much creamier that way, and much tastier. But another way you can use oats is in your baking. So you could use them to make a lovely treat to put in the packed lunches, or for biscuit bars, so like oat cakes, or you could make granola bars or flapjacks. You can also use oats to put on a crumble. So like you've got apple crumble or rhubarb crumble, whatever fruit crumble that you want to use. And if you put the oats on top of the crumble mix, or in the crumble mix, it helps to fill it out a bit more, but it also adds a nice little crunchy bit to it. I absolutely love that. So there's some things you can do with the oats, and oats really are cheap. Let me think. A kilo bag where we are is about 70p, so that's I think they're a kilo. Don't know, but no, like that big bag, 70p. I think it's a kilo. Was it 2 kilo? I've forgotten. Shocking. Anyway, it's a big bag, and it gives out quite a few portions for the family, so it lasts a little while. And another thing I want to mention with oats is you can also make, if you want to, oat milk. It's really quick and easy to make oat milk. There's lots of recipes on the internet. I've made oat milk before, and it's absolutely tasty, and it's much cheaper than buying your own oat milk, which is about £1.80 for a carton, which is extortionate amounts of money, which I would not pay. If I was going to buy the oat milk, I'd wait till it was reduced in the supermarket. And finally, number 10 on my frugal food staples list is fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables, if purchased when they're in season, are a really cheap way of feeding your family. You've got to remember to buy them when they are in season and at their best, and buy them local to you. That way they are much cheaper and tasty too. Okay, so there's some ideas on how you can fill your store cupboard or larder frugally. 10 brilliant food items that will help you save your money. Don't forget, if this video has been of any use to you, don't forget to click the like button, the thumbs up button, and give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to Frugal Living and me, Tree, for more things that are all frugal and fun family activities and what we're getting up to. But yeah, until next time, stay frugal, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.